All right, guys. So, with news coming out about Todd Gurley officially being released by the Rams, I want to give you my insight on where I think that he should sign. Now, once I had a little bit of time to kind of dive deeper into what I think certain NFL teams really do need in terms of the running game, I was able to come up with one team that I really think would make a ton of sense to sign Todd Gurley. So let me know down below, before I even get into it, what do you guys think is a great team for a fit for Todd Gurley? And we'll go ahead and dive into it here shortly. So what does Todd Gurley bring to the table as a running back? Todd Gurley brings a hard-nosed attitude. Todd Gurley brings consistency. He brings hard work. He brings leadership. And he's going to bring versatility to whatever offense he's going to be a part of. So Todd Gurley is lethal as a running back. You can give him the ball 25 to 30 times a game easily, let him run the ball, and he will produce on the football field. You can also use him as, a passing weapon as well. Todd Gurley can catch the ball out of the backfield as well as any other running back in the league, and he is just absolutely one of the most versatile players on the football field every time he's on it. So Todd Gurley, in the prime of his career, in his best seasons, has always produced a ton of, total yards. His scrimmage yards has always been through the roof. His, total touchdowns by the air and by the rushing attack has been through the roof. He's always been a very, multi-talented kind of player. So here's where I think Todd Gurley would be best suited to go. I think this might surprise a lot of people, maybe not on everybody's radar here, but I think that Todd Gurley should take very serious interest and really take a hard look at signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, here's the reason why. Tampa Bay, I have said it before, especially in my Tom Brady video, Tampa Bay is a very well-rounded team in the fact that they've got just about everything that a team needs to succeed. I think the one thing that was holding them back last year is Jameis Winston. Now, they've clearly moved on from him. There will be signing Tom Brady to a new contract. Right now, he hasn't officially signed with the team, but they've agreed on terms. They're kind of just working out all of, the trade language the contract language, as they put it, kind of in parentheses or in quotations there. So they're kind of working out all the logistics of what his contract's going to look like. I'm sure Tom Brady wants a lot of control on this team. He's going to want control over the roster. He's going to want control over the playbook. He's going to want control over how they're going to call plays. So working out the logistics of the trade and exactly the contract. I don't know why I keep saying trade of the contract. They're kind of working that out right now. But once they solidify that, Tom Brady will be a Buccaneer. So how do I think that this is going to benefit Todd Gurley? Well, Todd Gurley certainly doesn't want to go to a losing team. Todd Gurley is a winning type running back. He is a winner. He's a hard worker, but he's got, a passion for the game. He has a desire to win football games. He doesn't like losing. And I, can appreciate that, definitely. So Todd Gurley is going to want to go to a team that's going to help him succeed and win games and potentially win a Super Bowl. Fell short of that in LA, and I think that he's going to be seeking the Super Bowl win at the next team that he joins here. So what I think Tampa Bay brings to the table for him is a well-rounded team. They've got a great defense. They have a great offense. Their offensive line is good enough. I think that it could definitely use some improvement. The tackle positions could both use some improvement. I think their interior offensive line is pretty solid. I think it's set. Excuse me. Obviously, some of the best receivers in the game, so they won't necessarily have to use him a ton in the receiving game. You're not always going to have your eyes focused on Todd Gurley. Kind of takes the pressure off of him in the passing game, at least a little bit. And they're bringing in Tom Brady. So I think that's the biggest thing is, had Todd Gurley gotten released and Tom Brady re-signed with New England and Jameis Winston had stayed, in Tampa Bay, then it would be a completely different discussion. I don't think that Todd Gurley should consider a situation like that because I just don't see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going anywhere with Jameis Winston, especially in this Bruce Arians system. It's a complicated system. Quarterbacks tend to take a long time to get there. And Jameis Winston's just a very inconsistent type of quarterback. 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. First quarterback ever to do it. He's a very hard quarterback to assess. He's hard to assess whether he's got the potential to really be that good in the NFL. And, he's hard to tell whether he's going to be, terrible in the NFL as well because he just shows flashes of greatness, but she also shows flashes of just, terrible play on the football field. So the situation that the Bucs are currently in signing Tom Brady in keeping Shaq Barrett around, in, really building this team over the last handful of years, building the line of scrimmage, building the receivers, building the defense. I think this is really turning into a team that's going to start making a lot of improvement and a lot of steps towards a deep playoff run and potentially a Super Bowl. So I think right now, the biggest holes on this Bucs team right now, clearly their defensive secondary. I think they need to pick up a safety. Their cornerbacks are all right. They could use a little bit of improvement. Maybe, as they, get another year under their belt, they will improve. I'm fine with that idea. But I would like to see them pick up a safety. I think that it would benefit them in the draft if they're able to pick up somebody like a Grant Delpit or, an Xavier McKinney. I think that would be a phenomenal pickup for this team. Would really solidify that defensive secondary. But aside from the secondary, this team needs a running game. Ronald Jones is good, not great. I really don't think he's going to turn into anything extremely special in the NFL. I think he's a very good running back by committee type of running back. But Todd Gurley is a clear-cut superstar type running back. And I think that you plug him into any team and that team is immediately better because he's on the team. I think that the Buccaneers could benefit so much from having a player like Todd Gurley on that team that they really should take a look at picking him up. And I think that equally he should really look at, making a move down to Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers are dealing with, the most cap space after these first few days in free agency. They have in the mid 60 millions, somewhere right around there. And Todd Gurley, I think, will be, looking for a bigger contract. I think that he may understand at this point, with his injury concerns and everything, it's not really realistic to go looking for, 11 to $15 million contract a year like he was previously. So, if you're able to lock in Todd Gurley for $9 million a year, or, even in some cases, $10 million a year, you sign him to a 3-year deal or a 2-year deal, something like that, where you can say, come to our organization. If you stay healthy, we'll extend you. And if you stay healthy, you'll be making your money. That's for sure. And it also gives him an opportunity to show, I can be healthy, I can still produce, and, I can be an asset to a football team. So the Buccaneers are in need of a running back, and Todd Gurley is in need of a Super Bowl. So this could be the perfect marriage in free agency. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think that the Buccaneers could be a legitimate option for Todd Gurley to look at in free agency? And do you think that it's something that the Buccaneers could justify if they went ahead and paid him a bigger contract? So let me know what you guys think down below. That's kind of my take on this whole Todd Gurley thing, where I think, a good fit would be for him, and what team I think would benefit probably the most from having a player like him on their team. And the reason why I say like him is I think any team would benefit from a good running back. But the team that's going to benefit the most from Todd Gurley is a team that's one piece away from making a real move towards a Super Bowl or towards a late playoff push. And I think the Buccaneers are in the perfect position now, especially when they signed Tom Brady to make that move. And Todd Gurley is a great looking piece to fit in on this offense. So let me know what you guys think down below of everything. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe as well. Help grow the channel, and I'll keep you guys updated if he decides to sign anywhere. So be sure also to hit that bell so that you can know whenever I'm putting videos out. So appreciate you guys watching. Enjoy your night. Thanks a lot for everything. And as always, fins up.